A teenage girl raped by a lawmaker and then silenced. A man drunk on power and politics stole her innocence and then allegedly got her father killed. This is the story of a young woman's courage against a mighty MLA, where every step forward seemed to drag her family deeper into horror. In her fight for justice, she lost her father, her two aunts, and even her lawyer. They all perished, but her resilience survived. In this episode of Post Mortem, we tell you the story of the Unnao rape case. How the horror of rape was inflicted on a minor girl again and again, and how the system stood by while her voice was strangled by powerful men. The story begins in Unnao, Uttar Pradesh on June 4th, 2017. A minor girl is lured by a person named Shashi, her neighbor, under the pretext of getting her a job. A job that could mean better life for her family and herself. The innocent girl believes she's going to ask for a job. She has no idea she's walking into a trap. This is the residence of then BJP MLA, Kuldeep Singh Sengar. Kuldeep Singh Sengar is not just an MLA. He is power, raw, unchecked, feared. In Unnao, his name opens doors and closes mouths. The girl enters his residence. What happens next? She will later say shatters her and her family's lives forever. She alleges rape by a lawmaker, by a man sworn to protect and look out for the interests of his people, that too in his very own house. When the most powerful man in your district is the accused, silence becomes survival. At first, she doesn't speak, but power doesn't stop at one crime. It multiplies. Just days later, on June 11, 2017, she's abducted from Makhi village. As she steps out of her house to fetch water at night, three men, Naresh Tiwari, Brijesh Yadav Singh and Shubham Singh, along with three others, pulled her inside a car. After traveling for some distance, Singh and Tiwari allegedly take turns to rape the victim in the car. She is taken to a house on the way to Kanpur, where two unknown persons with muffled faces again rape her. After 2 or 3 days, she is taken to Yadav's house, where he too allegedly rapes her. 2 days later, she is taken to Auraiya district in UP, from where she is recovered by the police. The police has been searching for her after her family files a missing complaint. Later, CBI names 3 people as accused in their charge sheet: Naresh Tiwari, Brijesh Yadav Singh and Shubham Singh. All 3 are soon out on bail. According to the charge sheet, the 3 allegedly kidnap, drug and confine the minor girl and then revisit her worst nightmare on her again and again. The girl is gang raped. It has been just a week since the survivor had walked away from the clutches of the strongman MLA, and now his goons were after her. Shubham Singh is the son of Shashi Singh, who had allegedly lured the woman to the MLA's residence on June 4th and is a co-accused in that case. This time, the horror is too much to endure. This time, her silence breaks under the weight of unspeakable atrocity. This time, she speaks.
क्या घटना?
हमारे साथ 4/6/2017 की है। विधायक कुलदीप सेंगर ने हमारे साथ गलत काम किया है। जब विधायक कुलदीप सेंगर ने हमारे साथ जबरदस्ती बलात्कार किया, सती सिंह हमको उनके घर लेके गई थी। जब हमारे साथ गलत काम कर रहे, हमने इसका विरोध किया तो हमको धमकी देने लगे कि और किसी को बताओगे तो पूरे परिवार वालों को मरवा के फेंकवा दूंगा।
On June 20th, she and her father go to the police. An FIR is filed: rape, abduction, threats. 3 names are written down, but one name is missing: the most powerful name. Even the police is unwilling to write that name, Kuldeep Singh Sengar. And now power play begins. Hesitation creeps into police work. Mistakes or maybe intentional lapses are made. Police delay her medical examination. 2 days pass. Evidence fades. The system stalls. The girl is once again left wondering if she will be able to bring the Goliath down or not. She may be disillusioned by the justice system, but she isn't defeated. She starts writing letters of complaints to the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, the man who has cultivated an image of raining fire on criminals, the man who doesn't spare these criminals. Chief Minister is known for his hard stance on crime, with encounters and bulldozer justice garnering headlines every other day in the state. She demands an FIR against Kuldeep Singh Sengar and his brother Atul Singh. But she is still left waiting. Finally, in August, she gathers courage again. She files another complaint, this time naming the MLA himself. But the charge sheet comes back. His name is gone. Imagine the pain of the girl. She's fighting not just a man or just a powerful politician. She is fighting against a whole system, a system that does what it has been designed to do: suppress any outlier, quash any voice that rises above the dead. So she does the unthinkable. A young woman from a small village takes on the system in court. This is not the culmination of her fight. In fact, it is just the beginning of her torture at the hands of the powerful men and the system created by them. As the fight shifts into the realm of the courts, she is left defenseless, and her family is sitting ducks for the MLA and his goons. Her fight is yet to find the glare of the spotlight. She is still fighting from the shadows, with only her family to count on. In February 2018, after waiting for months, the survivor approaches the court. She demands Kuldeep Singh Sengar's name be included. The powerful lawmaker realizes that the meek have risen. She is not powerless. He realizes that she is fighting back. That's when the retaliation begins. On April 3rd, 2018, her father is beaten brutally by men linked to Sengar. CBI's later charge sheet says that Uttar Pradesh police was lackadaisical in handling the 2017 case of rape, and though the girl tried to report the incident, no action was taken under the influence of Sengar. It also states that the father of the survivor was brutally beaten up badly by Sengar's brother Atul Singh Sengar and his henchmen on April 3rd, 2018, in public view for creating terror. This charge sheet is of July 11th, and we quote it here only to show you how the system meant for protection of citizens was instrumental in threatening the victim. So after the incident of April 3rd, instead of arresting the attackers, police file a counter case. 2 days later, her father is arrested under the Arms Act. He is falsely implicated in a case of illegal firearms possession. But this does not silence her. It infuriates her. And now she decides to do something that forces the top people of the very system to sit up and take notice. On April 8th, outside the Chief Minister's residence in Lucknow, the girl pours kerosene on herself in a bid to attempt self-immolation. It is her last scream for help. The country wakes up, voices start rising, cries for justice start pouring in. But it's too late for her father. On April 9th, her father is dead in police custody.
पापा को उल्टा ही जेल आरोप लगा के झूठा टिंकू सिंह ने झूठा असला लगा के हमारे पापा को जेल भेज दिया। 6 बजे से हमारे पापा वहाँ थाने में पड़े थे, उनको पुलिस नहीं ले गई अस्पताल। अगर पुलिस अस्पताल ले जाती तो हमारे पापा जिंदा रह जाते।
अच्छा, क्या आपको लगता है सरकार है इसलिए आपकी बात नहीं सुनी गई? सरकार के आदमी
भाजपा की है इसीलिए नहीं सुनी जा रही हमारी।
What happens now exposes the criminality within the police actions itself. Police say it was a riot in the prison that killed him. The post mortem says otherwise. He has 14 injuries, bruises, contusions. He has been beaten to death. This murder in full public view does not create terror. It creates a tsunami that is slowly rising and creeping towards Sengar, who is still high on power. A father is silenced, a warning delivered, but also a spark lit. When power is accused and truth starts dying, who is left to protect the victim? The people themselves. On April 10th, 2018, public outrage reaches its zenith, and finally, it forces action. The CBI steps in, UP police is left shamefaced and with bloodied hands. Now arrests follow, slowly. The MLA's brother, the local SHO is suspended. An FIR is finally registered against Kuldeep Singh Sengar under POCSO, Protection of Children Against Sexual Offences Act and rape laws. For the first time, power bends, but it does not break. On April 13, 2018, after approximately 16 hours of questioning, the CBI formally arrested Kuldeep Singh Sengar in Lucknow. The Allahabad High Court took suo motu cognizance of the case and ordered his immediate arrest by the CBI. First information reports of the FIRs are lodged, and Sengar is held in judicial custody for a week. The CBI corroborates the victim's charge of rape, and Sengar is booked under 4 sections of the Indian Penal Code and POCSO. But he is still part of the ruling party, the party that rules the centre and the state, the BJP. Whispers of power play from behind the bars continue. A witness in a father's death, Mohammad Yunus, is found dead. UP police again lands in controversy after they claim that the key witness of the murder has died due to illness. The police claim comes without even an autopsy or a post mortem report. The survivor's uncle alleges that Yunus was buried without informing the UP police and the CBI, which is investigating the case. He alleges foul play in the death of Yunus and seeks protection for himself and his family. But after the body of Yunus is exhumed and post-mortem is done, the cause of death remains uncertain. Although the family of Yunus claims he was suffering with liver cirrhosis.
क्यों मौत हुई, कैसे हो गई?
उनकी बीमारी के कारण हुई।
क्या बीमारी थी?
बीमारी उनका जो है तो लीवर डैमेज था और खून में इन्फेक्शन था। 4 महीने से इलाज यहाँ चल रहा है। करीब 4 साल पहले इनका इलाज हो चुका था कानपुर से, और उसके बाद 4 साल से इलाज बराबर चल ही रहा था।
अच्छा, तो मौत घर पे ही हुई थी?
मौत घर पे हुई।
लेकिन ये जो वाले रेप वाले केस में महेश सिंह हैं, जो पीड़ित लड़की के परिवार से हैं जी, उनका कहना है कि कुछ जो है इसमें गड़बड़ है।
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है।
पोस्टमार्टम नहीं कराया गया?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं।
As the fight for justice continues, Sengar also continues to flex his muscle in full public view. In 2019, a BJP MP publicly thanks Sengar after an election victory. Sakshi Maharaj visits the party's rape-accused MLA at the Sitapur district jail. Maharaj, who represents Unnao in parliament, says he wanted to thank the MLA after his Lok Sabha election victory. The parliamentarian talked to Sengar for close to 40 minutes.
हमारे यहाँ के बहुत ही यशस्वी लोकप्रिय विधायक कुलदीप सेंगर जी यहाँ काफ़ी समय से हैं। चुनाव के बाद उनका धन्यवाद करना उचित समझा तो मैं आया।
The message is clear. He is still one of them. Then comes July 28, 2019. The naked display of power and influence by the strong man becomes his undoing. The survivor is on her way to court in Raebareli. A truck with blackened license plates rams into her car. 2 aunts die instantly. Her lawyer, Mahendra Singh, is critically injured. She survives with shattered bones, punctured lungs, and head trauma.
माहौल उधर रायबरेली की ओर से ट्रक आ रहा था, इधर लालगंज से स्विफ्ट डिजायर, और वहाँ से करीब 100 मीटर जो है लहराते हुए ट्रक आया और जोरदार टक्कर मारा।
ट्रक लहराते हुए मतलब काफी स्पीड में था?
काफी स्पीड, कम से कम नहीं 100 या 120 की स्पीड थी।
Just 2 weeks before the crash, Mahendra Singh had written to the district magistrate expressing fear for his life and requesting a weapon license, which was never granted. On July 15th, Mahendra Singh wrote, "I have apprehension that I could be murdered in future." The letter says he had applied for a weapon license in 2018, but due to pressure and influence from the ruling party, the petitioner's documents have not been presented before the DM by the police and Tehsil administration. Even the survivor had begged for protection, and that too from the Chief Justice of India. More than 2 weeks before the car crash, the victim wrote a letter to the Chief Justice of India, seeking action against those who are making threats to her and her family. She wrote, "People come to my house and issue threats asking me to take back cases. Otherwise, the whole family will be put in jail in fake cases."
कुलदीप सेंगर के आदमी हो, मैं अतुल सिंह और कुलदीप सेंगर के भाई आके हमारे घर में हमारे पापा को पीटने लगे। अरुण सिंह भी थे और मारते हुए घसीटते हुए ले गए अपने घर।
क्या कारण है आपके पिताजी को पीट रहे थे?
कोई कारण नहीं था। वो कह रहे थे कि ये अपना केस वापस ले लो, नहीं वरना हम तुम्हारे घर वाले को मार देंगे।
But despite all this begging, they were left to fend for themselves. After the crash, everyone asks one question: is it an accident or an execution attempt? This time, the nation is watching. The Supreme Court steps in because of widespread concerns for her safety and the fairness of the trial in Uttar Pradesh. The Unnao rape case and 4 other connected matters are transferred from trial court in Uttar Pradesh to a court in Delhi on August 1st, 2019. The Supreme Court directs that the trial be conducted on a day-to-day basis and completed within 45 days. The court also ordered the Central Reserve Police Force, or the CRPF, to provide protection to the survivor and her family. At the culmination of those intense 45 days on December 16, 2019, Kuldeep Singh Sengar is found guilty of rape and sentenced to life imprisonment. For a moment, the victim breathes and is finally feeling some peace. But the story does not end here. The survivor continues to lose those who supported her in her struggle. She lives a life of loss of family, loss of friends, and loss of innocence. In November 2020, her lawyer, Mahendra Singh, dies from car crash injuries. Singh was initially treated at King George's Medical University in Lucknow before being airlifted to AIIMS in Delhi for advanced care. He remained in a coma for several months and never fully recovered. While the rape survivor may have thought she can try and rebuild her life amidst all this loss, she was in for another shock. That was delivered to her via the justice system on December 23rd, 2025. In February 2020, Sengar lost his assembly membership. His brother, Atul Singh, a local strongman, was also incarcerated for his involvement in the case. In September 2024, the Centre's counsel said no security cover is needed according to the threat analysis of the victim and her family members, and sought responses from the rape survivor and her family members on the plea seeking withdrawal of CRPF security cover. However, in March 2025, the Supreme Court refused to withdraw the CRPF security cover of the Unnao rape survivor, saying there was still a perception of threat. But then, in December 2025, situation turns on its head. A Delhi High Court bench suspends Sengar's life sentence. On December 23, 2025, the Delhi High Court granted bail and suspended the life sentence of former MLA Kuldeep Singh Sengar in the 2017 Unnao rape case based on the following legal reasoning. Status as a public servant. Well, the court ruled that Sengar, as an elected MLA at the time of the offence, did not fall under the definition of a public servant as per the Indian Penal Code or the IPC. Consequently, it held that the charge of aggravated penetrative sexual assault under Section 5C of the POCSO Act, which specifically applies to public servants, was not made out. Second, the time served versus minimum punishment. By reclassifying the offence from aggravated to standard penetrative sexual assault, which is Section 3 of POCSO, the court noted that the minimum punishment under the law at the time of the crime was 7 years. As of November 30th, 2025, Sengar had already spent approximately 7 years and 5 months in the prison, which the court deemed sufficient to justify suspending his remaining sentence during his appeal. Thirdly, safety versus liberty. While acknowledging the survivor's safety concerns, the court stated that a person cannot be kept in custody indefinitely based solely on threat perception, asserting that the state is responsible for ensuring protection. And with this, Sengar was granted bail. But while suspending the sentence, the court imposed a set of strict bail conditions. Sengar was directed to furnish a security of 15 lakh rupees along with 3 local sureties of the same amount to the satisfaction of the jail authorities. He was restrained from entering within a 5-kilometer radius of the survivor's residence and was ordered to remain in Delhi for the duration of the appeal. The court also prohibited him from threatening or contacting the survivor or her mother and directed him to deposit his passport with the trial court. In addition, he was to report in person to the local police station every Monday between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. But the people did not stay quiet this time. The controversy blew up. Calls for justice came from all quarters. Protests were held outside the Delhi High Court and India Gate. Demonstrators, including the survivor's mother, held placards with slogans such as "Stop Protecting Rapists." The victim described the High Court's bail order as "Kal" or death for her family, expressing deep fear for their safety. The survivor met with national leaders, including Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, to appeal for intervention against the bail order.
आज मैं गई थी, हाई कोर्ट गई थी, मैंने जजमेंट सुना, हमें बहुत दुख हुआ। जज साहब ने जजमेंट सुनाया, मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ। मुझे लगा कि मैं यहीं पे सुसाइड कर लूँ अपना, लेकिन मैंने अपने बच्चों के बारे में सोचा, मैंने अपने परिवार के बारे में सोचा, इसलिए कुछ हिम्मत नहीं किया, लेकिन हमारे साथ में अन्याय हुआ है।
With the nation rising up against this injustice, the court couldn't stay silent for long. On December 29, 2025, the Supreme Court stayed the Delhi High Court's bail order, meaning Sengar remains in jail. The Supreme Court flagged the interpretation of public servant as a substantial question of law, expressing concern that such a ruling could grant immunity to lawmakers while lower-level officials like constables remain subject to harsher penalties. Even if the bail had not been stayed, Singh would have remained incarcerated as he is also serving a separate 10-year sentence for the custodial death of the survivor's father.
सीबीआई के थ्रू जो हाईकोर्ट से रिलीफ मिली थी एक्यूज्ड को, तो उसमें अभी आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा, पीड़िता धन्यवाद देना चाहती है। पूरी देश की संवेदना सुनी सुप्रीम कोर्ट और अभी उस ऑर्डर पे स्टे लग गया है।
The Unnao rape survivors' legal struggle against Kuldeep Singh signifies a stark expose of power imbalances, institutional complicity, and the fragility of justice for victims in India. It highlights how political influence can delay accountability, from initial police inaction to a 2025 High Court sentence suspension, yet also shows the potential for higher judicial intervention amid public outrage. Thank you for watching Post Mortem, where we bring the spotlight on crimes that shock us, yet make us want to know more and more. It's time to say goodbye. Keep watching India Today.